Carlos, and here from FFCA in the Republic of Korea. Today's airplane is the Cessna 182. The wingspan is 1,400 millimeters. Sold out at the Hobby King about 10 years ago. I got this airplane from AliExpress and it took about 1 month to deliver to me. Okay, let's open. There is the menu and windpipe and right main wings. Flight number is 90258. Every Cessna airplane is the flight number is November 90258, I think. And this is the left wing, and they have a flap. Horizon stabilizer, and this is vertical tail wings, 3 blade propellers, and wing strut. There's some cables and antennas, and spinners, and the metal one, and this spinner is for the 3 blade plastic. And more, right? Nothing here. The fuselage, that is the landing gear set. The nose, 1 nose landing gear, and 2 is the main. Okay, that's it. Rookie pilots and the beginners against the RC airplane, they are going to purchase this airplane for their first maiden. But this Cessna airplane is not easy to fly. So I want the beginners and novice pilots check my category, the RC Rookie Air, RC Air Rookies. There are the Big Sur 3 made by Hobby King. The wingspan is about 1,500 millimeters. It's the push type, very easy to handle and fly. So I recommend the first airplane should be the Hobby King's Big Sur 3. And next to choose these airplanes for the scale flying. Okay, anyway, many people love this airplane Cessna for their first airplane. So I will purchase this one and I will make the unboxing and assembly video. Right, pilot, let's go to the assembly. First of all, let's check about the color of this airplane. The color is could be separate from the fuselage, and you can find out the motor adapter here and the adapter board connected with fuselage, and the nose retractor linkage here, and this is the strut of the nose landing gear, and it was fixed by the bolt here, and everything made plastic. The motor mount board thickness about 5 millimeters. This nose retractor strut is not the sugar type. Inside of the fuselage, there are some cables. These 2 cables for the rudder and elevator. The elevator server is 1. It seems to be the light of the vertical tail wings. This cable is a throttle. Assemble again. Let's see the bottom side of this airplane. Here is the battery bay with the Hobby Wing Skywalker 30 amperes electric speed control, 3 cell, 11.1 voltage, the LiPo battery. Here, rudder server and elevator server. It's very good to access to the inside of the fuselage, but unfortunately, when you assemble the main wing, you have to install the first receiver wings here like this, because there's no any access gate of the fuselage to the inside of here, locating the receiver. So first you have to connect all the servo cable to the receiver, assemble the main wing stops. Before the assemble the main wings, we have to bind first this receiver to the transmitter. I prepared the binding of this receiver to the Radiomaster transmitter TX16S. I'm using the operation of the transmitter, the HTX, and this receiver made by FrSky, the old version D8R2 Plus. It could be telemetry. First, I will binding this receiver to the Radiomaster. As you know, this video is for the novice pilots and the rookie pilots. So if you are over than the intermediate pilots, you can just skip these areas. I will start binding. First, you have to make models for the 1A2 Cessna. First, select model and create model, widget button, pane. Set up widget. You can each channels when you give the each control servers. Just follow me. You have a model, yes, and what channel is done? Channel number 3 is a typical channel number 3 for the motor at the fixed aircraft. The page down button, and you have to select your ailerons using the Y cable, or you will connect each aileron service in direct the other channels. So I will select 2 ailerons, not using the Y cable. I will connect the aileron cable to the receiver in direct. So typically, channel 1 is for the left aileron, channel 5 is for the right aileron. So I have to change this channel number 5 and channel number 1. This is for the left aileron, this for the right aileron. And then page down, this button, and your model have a flaps. So first I will using the Y cable for the flaps. So I will use the 1 channel for the flaps. I'm using the channel number 6 for the flaps. Next, the elevator is channel 2 and channel 4 for the rudder. Okay, finished. And page down, and I will check these channels for the each control home. Channel 1 left aileron, channel 5 right, and channel 2 elevator, channel 3 motor, 4 rudder, and 5 aileron right. Okay, 6 is flat. Take a photo of this screen for your setting of this Cessna 182 servers. Okay, and change yes, all is well, create the plane. Now I created the airplane for the Cessna. You have to into the setting widget of the Cessna 182. You access the interface of the Cessna 182. I show you again. At this window, these airplanes icons touch. So you can go into the widget for the Cessna 182. And then MDO button and plane, and you can make the write down the airplane's name minus Cessna 182. 2, 2. Okay. Detailed setting will be the next video. Just I will binding the Cessna airplane to this Airplus Sky D8R2 Plus receiver. Drag down, you can find out the internal RF. Select this internal RF, Airplus Sky, right, deeper, all right. Okay. And channel 16, just find, change channel 8, and now I will bind again. Put down the setup button of the receiver and connect the power. Okay. How about that? Yes, it's connected.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
All right. You can see this red ramp for the receiver, and you can check the confirm the RSSI. Okay, the binding is finished, and I will install this receiver to the airplane, under the main wing. After binding the receiver, connect the elevator cable, channel number 2, and the throttle cable, channel number 3, and the rudder cable, channel number 4. And you can see this lamp cable. Just leave here. First, access the aileron and the flaps cable to the receiver. Do you remember the when you select the channel for each control? You have to remember that. I'll connect the ailerons and the flaps on the main wings. First, open the back, take it out the white cable for the flaps. And here, connect this lamp cable. Remember this one? Just connect with the same color, the black and black, and the red and red. Connect this lamp cable number 8 here. Okay, and supply the electric to the receiver. The lamp will be blink. There are 4 cable remains here, and this is the short one will be the left aileron maybe. So connect channel 1 here, and this one for channel 5, the right ailerons. And channel 6 using the white cable, and connect to the channel number 6. Every time you connect the cable, be careful the color of the line. The brown and black is the same, minus, and red is plus. So, and the receiver, there are some tapes here. Which one is the minus? Before giving the electricity to the receiver, confirm all the minus. If you connect the wrong, the receiver will burn out. Put in to the receiver well. Okay, I got it. too. Okay, I got it. At the Jeep pack. And maybe this board is the wing connector. So here and assemble. And here you have two antennas on the main wings, but you don't have to assemble right now. After all the setting of this plane and assemble it. As on the manual, the center of gravity of the 60 millimeters from the reading edge. Using the ruler here, 60. Here. Here is the center of gravity of this airplane. Around here, marked here. That is the center of gravity. Okay, pilots, let's assemble the towering parts of this airplane. The first, you have to attach this horizon stabilizer here and vertical tailwing on the horizon tailwing, like this. Okay. Now I will attach this horizon tailwing first on the fuselage, and you need a bond to attach these parts on the tailwing. After spreading the glue evenly over the joint, push the rear part of the horizontal tail wing into the groove shown here and position it. Next, I will assemble the vertical tail wing on the fuselage. First, connect this LED cable here. Check the electric line. Glue the surface on the hole of the vertical tail wing. Spread out well and give some time. Now I will insert the cable in the fuselage. Well, always arrange the cable. Like this. At this time, let's assemble the wing strut. In the pack, there are two wing struts. And 4 bolt and nut to fix this wing strut. For the assembly of the wing strut, I switched up the fuselage, the airplane. You need 1 bolt and nut. I will put the wing strut here, the fuselage side first. Insert the nut like this. Alright, I finished the fuselage side and I will assemble the wing side here. I finished the wing strut. At this time, I will assemble the landing gears. 2 for mains and 1 is for the nose. Nose is easy to assemble. Just put it down and fasten this board. Like this. The next is the main landing gear here and here. Insert the landing gears to the fuselage and fasten the bolt. 4 bolts. Now, and the last step is the propeller and the spinners. The final step is the propeller adapter here. Okay. And the propellers. You need some power to insert the propeller like this. Okay. So this one and here. Fasten. And the spinner, just put it down like this. Right. Alright partners, I finished the assembly this trainer Cessna 182. At the next video, I will show you how to set this airplane before the maiden. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.